The Solo Show is brought to you by Victor Naraki Realtor, serving Disney and the greater Orlando area with celebratingflorida.com and disneyatyourdoorstep.com. Coming up on The Solo Show.
So this tree tradition was started in 1933. And what's funny about that is it started with a 20-foot tree. So that's like what I have in my house.
Yeah, exactly.
Stan has a royal visit from the Queen of Christmas herself. You know her as Holly Crawford. They're here to talk about various Christmas tree traditions throughout the world. That and some surprises coming up right now on The Solo Show. Victor Naraki would like to take this opportunity to thank all of his clients and customers for their support throughout the past year. Victor would like to remind all of you that this is the time for family and friends to come together and celebrate this joyful season in whatever form it takes for you and your loved ones. Be kind to each other in this festive season and the new year ahead. On behalf of The Solo Show and Victor Naraki, here's a wish for a safe, happy, and healthy new year.
Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree. Oh, Christmas tree, 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 oh, Christmas tree.
Hey everybody, it's me, Knuckles Muldoon, the champ. And the Christmas season is upon us now, and I was thinking about, shopping for gifts and that sort of thing, and it reminded me of a story from a few years back when I was doing some Christmas shopping for Mrs. the Champ there. You see, it seems back a few years ago, I had just recently won a fight with Sailor Mike McGurk. Now, you should know a little something. Sailor Mike McGurk was a big fellow from the west end of Transcona there, and not a good-looking person, an ugly man as well. He was so ugly that his parents used to hang a pork chop around his neck so that the family dog would play with him, but I'm getting off topic. Anyway, I had won this big fight against Sailor Mike McGurk, and it had a pretty good prize payout for that one. So I decided I was going to treat the missus and treat her to a brand new car. I felt like Bob Barker there, it's a new car, it's that sort of thing. Anyhow, I decided to take her shopping. Now, myself personally, I am a Ford man. So anyway, we were in the Ford dealership and we were looking around at all the different cars and everything like that. And then the salesman comes over to us and says, how can I help you today? I told him, we're looking for a nice little reliable car for the missus here. And he says, I have got for you just the thing. I am not going to let you leave this lot without I gives you a probe. I says, excuse me now? He said, I am not going to let you or Mrs. the Champ leave this lot without you gets a probe. And I stand there, thinking about it for a minute. And I think you know what happens next. Snap! I lose it! And that's the end of that. I start ringing jingle bells. Batman smells up the side of this guy's head. He's got the sugar plum fairies dancing up and down the right side of his body as I'm throwing out a haymaker and a left and a right and a left and a right and a left and a right and until I couldn't tell my right from my left anymore. And I look at this joker and I says to him, is that enough of a probe for you there? Is that you're not going to let us leave this lot without you gets us a probe? Is that enough of a probe for you there, little fella? So anyway, I decides to say, Merry Christmas to you all, a Happy New Year, and I hope that everything is healthy and happy for you, and I wishes you all the best from all of us here at the GCT Podcast and the Solo Show, and ever since, I've been the champ.
Hey Champ, seeing as how you're in there already, you want to just go ahead and throw it to Stan?
Yeah, sure, no problem there, Ken, no problem. I'll improvisate something for you right now. So here we are on the Solo Show Christmas Extravaganza, featuring the Queen of Christmas herself, the lovely and talented Mrs. Holly Crawford. And now please welcome your host there. He weighs in at $1.90, full of the holiday Christmas cheer. Here's your buddy Stan Solo. How was that, Ken?
That was absolutely perfect, Champ.
Hello and welcome to another edition of the Solo Show. I am Stan Solo with Stan Solo as always. Welcome to the Solo Show. We've got a fun one today. It's our Christmas edition. And joining me today is the Queen of Christmas, Mrs. Holly Crawford. How are you today, Holly? And I don't want to say waltz up, but we should.
I knew I was going to throw you. I was thinking that. I thought, is he going to try to do a waltz up because he's confused of what studio he's in today?
Yeah.
But then you didn't even know your own name, so that's a first because you're usually messing up everybody's name. But I get it. It's one of those mornings. For me.
Well, I wanted to talk Christmas, and who better to talk Christmas with than Holly? Because Holly is the queen. How many frickin' Christmas trees do you have in your house?
So I was trying to count this morning, and I think I'm at 33, and that includes like small ones all the way to 12 feet. So yeah, right around 33.
And how many 12-foot trees do you have?
I have one 12-foot and one 11 and a half.
So two. Once you put the star on. And one of them is a real tree, and the other one is an artificial tree.
Exactly. And when we picked out the real one, we knew it was large, but there was a lot of really large trees on the lot, because this is where you go and cut it down yourself, actually. Like, well, they'll help you if you want. But so they're actually still growing and you chop them down. So it's kind of hard to gauge how large these are. And we knew it was big. We didn't know it was that big till we were trying to put it on the car. We're like, oh yeah, this is pretty big. So when we got it home, and that was after, trimming the bottom a couple times, that it's 11 and a half feet. So,
oh my God.
So it's a big one.
So the inside of the house looks like a department store at Christmas time.
Exactly.
How about the outside? Is Chris out there is he got the Griswold Christmas going on here outside too, or what's happening there?
So it's kind of hard to get on the second story to do lights. So the front yard is decorated. We do like a gingerbread house theme. So we have like frosting all around the eaves of the house with lights and some gingerbread men through the yard, and it's pretty cute. So definitely not Griswold. If we paid somebody or had one of those lifts or something, then yes, we would more lights, but it looks good. And people, it looks like a normal amount, not like the inside of the house.
Okay.
So
you got the advantage because you're living in LA, so you're not fighting the cold at the same time doing the lights outside.
Correct. We're just fighting the wind.
Oh.
I don't know what keeps happening, but the wind keeps knocking our frosting off. Like, we didn't have this problem last year, but it's knocked them off 3 times already. And so Chris keeps having to put the frosting back on, but I don't know. So hopefully we're done with that now.
I did the frosting a few years back, and I had the same problem. Like, the neighbors are bringing frosting back to my house. They live 3 houses down.
Yeah, my neighbor texted me the other morning. Good morning, Holly. Just so you know, you have your Christmas decorations in the middle of the road. You might want to grab those.
Yeah. Oh, man. Well, anyways, I thought we would talk Christmas trees and Christmas tree traditions around the world, is what I kind of thought. So I kind of compiled a list, and I shared it with Holly. So we'll kind of go through this. Some of them are very fun and very unique that different cities do.
Yeah, I know. This list is very, very long. So I started to read it this morning. I'm like, forget it. We'll read it as we go over it. But yeah, you did a lot of work. I know, because Stan's like, oh, I did some work. I was like, oh, okay, well, I'll start some too. And then I was like, well, let me see your list. Oh yeah, I didn't need to do any of my own. He did so much research. So yeah, so this should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, but copy and paste is my friend. It's not like I typed this all out.
Right. I figured you just said, hey, AI, create a
yeah, I didn't do that. I didn't get any AI help, but do you want to start us off?
Yeah, so this is quite interesting, but the largest, this is what they claim, I have not measured it, but the largest cut live fresh tree is actually right here in California in LA, and it's at the Citadel Outlet. So this is a shopping center. And they say that they famously host the world's tallest fresh cut Christmas tree. So it's a white fir. They get it from Mount Shasta, and they typically range from 100 feet to 115 feet.
Ooh.
And this is, they do. And can you believe I've never visited this tree? And I have a lot of friends who post about this because they go every year for this tree lighting ceremony, and it's like a big to do. So I might have to make a point to go next year because it's kind of a big deal, especially when you think about other like world famous Christmas trees like New York, right? You would think like that would be the largest one and not like a shopping center in California. So, I mean, I get like California, right? But a shopping center, like a random outlet center.
So this wouldn't be taken from the redwood forest because, as far as I understand, you can't cut anything from the redwood forest.
It's Mount Shasta, but it is very. You know how the one in New York is like wide. This one is like tall and thin. So I don't know. So I have, like I said, I haven't seen it in person, so I don't know. But just from the photos, it isn't as like wide as the one in Rockefeller. Yeah. So I don't know, but pretty interesting.
So the Rockefeller center tree, we'll get to it a bit later, but it's like 75 feet tall. So this is like an extra 25 feet on.
Yeah. So it's a big deal. I mean, there's still plenty of time. So maybe I'll still make it to go see it. But I really didn't realize that it was the largest one in the world.
So they claim.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't think
out there measuring.
Like that. Yeah. The next one on our list is the National Christmas Tree, which is in Washington, D.C. And what's interesting about this one is that because it's like basically in the White House lawn, so many people want to be at the lighting for it.
Right.
You know, like everybody wants to be at the lighting. This is the national tree. You know, you want to go to it. You want to see it. But they can't accommodate that many people. So they have a lottery. And what's interesting about it is that, I don't know if you knew this or not, but the National Park Service and the National Park Foundation holds the lottery. It has nothing to do with the White House.
That is weird.
Yeah. I don't know how they ended up being the ones, I guess because they get the tree, maybe?
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, so the same place you would go to make like a camping reservation is where you'd get your lottery tickets.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, the entry for the lottery is free, but it's a very short window, a period of time. For example, this year, I mean, it changes a little bit day by, each year to year. But this year, it opened October 29th, and the lottery closed November 5th.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that is fast.
And you can visit recreation.gov to enter it, or there's a phone number even you can call to enter the lottery.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder how many people they allow. Because I know it's like a big to-do. Like when we did the White House tour last year, like you have to go through so much security. So I'm assuming it would be the same way to go through just to see the tree.
Yeah. And the other thing I found really interesting is that they do a live broadcast of the drawing of the lottery, but they don't do live broadcast of the lighting of the tree. This is the national tree.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, and this year's lighting ceremony was held on November 14th. So they announce it on the 5th if you're in it or not, and you have to. It's a 14th for the drawing. So if you win this lottery and you live in, say, Arizona or whatever, you gotta make your plans quick to get out there.
Yeah, most likely you're not. You're probably pretty local. Unless you're pretty crazy.
Yeah, or you're going anyways to Washington for some reason on that time period.
Right. But that would be fun. I mean, probably every single one of these on this list. I'm probably going to be making notes, Dan, of where I need to go next year, just so you know. I'm going to have.
Or you can just go back and listen to this show in October next year.
Yeah, exactly.
All righty, what's next there, Holly?
So this was a fun one, and it's funny that this one's next is because I just saw somebody post on Instagram about this. So this is Rodeo Drive in, Beverly Hills. And I never even thought about this area being, really decorated for Christmas until I saw her reel. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cute. So Rodeo Drive, as you know, it's the expensive shopping area in LA area. But the tree lighting, there's not just one tree, it's 42 palm trees along the length of the drive. So this is going to be gorgeous. I haven't seen it in person, but the palm trees in Beverly Hills are just so pretty already, but to be adorned completely with twinkle lights, it just has to be so beautiful. So the ceremony takes place in November and includes live performances, music, and of course, a ton of lights. It says that they even had fireworks from some years, but they don't do it every single year. So I wonder how they determine, I guess, whoever's in their budget that year, how many Gucci shoes they sold.
They mix it up. So maybe they're doing drones some years or something now.
Yeah.
Who knows? Yeah.
Right. So, so I need to make a trip over here because on her reel it was so pretty, and I definitely wouldn't try to go to the lighting ceremony because that would just be probably chaos over there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, this area is already so pretty as it is, so to have it completely adorned with Christmas lights and all the decorations, I'm sure it's just gorgeous.
Yeah. It would be something to see. Apparently they even have like chandeliers hanging off the trees and stuff.
I believe it. I fully believe it.
So the next one is the Zilker holiday tree in Texas. Am I pronouncing that right?
Zilker? I don't know.
Yeah.
Dilker.
Yeah, so this tree in Texas is enormous, to say the least. The tree alone, here we go, 155 feet.
What? See?
But this one is made out purely of light bulbs. There's no
Oh my
tree.
goodness.
Yeah, and the top of the tree is crowned with a double star made entirely out of purely frosted bulbs, and the entire tree looks like a giant tree of glorious illumination.
I hope they have solar to light that thing.
Yeah, no kidding. So the tree is usually lit on the 29th of November and is chosen by one lucky winner who actually gets to light the tree.
Okay.
The tree lighting ceremony is followed up with live music performances, food, and entertainment. The tradition started by the electricians of Austin, Texas in 1960.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So this tree
really
is
cool.
really light. Like there's no tree per se. It's like one of those. Yeah.
Gosh, I'm sure that's really, really pretty.
And nobody else in that town gets to have any electricity from November till the end.
Exactly. 155. Yeah, I'll have to Google this and see what that looks like. I bet you it's really cool.
Yeah.
So the next one is the ski tree in Telluride, Colorado. So the ski tree, like the name, is made up of old skis. Gosh, people are getting really creative.
Yeah, no kidding.
So the skis are from residents that have donated them. And it says there's a different spin to a normal tree lighting ceremony. The tree lighting takes place during the first week of December. It's so crazy how different all the timings are.
Yeah.
From like the beginning of November to now we're in December. And includes a ceremonial bonfire of old skis to honor the Norse patron of skiers. That's so funny. Like, I just picture a big bonfire of like, I don't know.
Toss another ski in the Barbie.
I know, but shouldn't they be saving it for their tree?
I guess that was last year's skis.
Yeah, that's really funny. That is very unique. And I wonder how the lighting. Did you see photos of all these when you were Googling them?
Some I did, not all of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I just wonder what that looks like. Does it look nice or is it a hot mess? You know?
It looks pretty cool. It's a bunch of skis and they're stacked up kind of like in a pyramid.
Yeah.
But then they do another layer on top and then another layer on top, kind of.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, Colorado is definitely a ski capital, so that makes sense.
So if you go to Colorado, you're skiing and you break your leg and you don't want to ski anymore, you can donate your skis to the ski tree.
That's a fun one.
So the idea of the ski tree was actually inspired by all along the coasts of Maine and all that. They have these lobster tree. They're not made out of lobsters. They're made out of lobster traps.
I've seen photos of those. Yeah.
Yeah. And I guess they're quite popular because everywhere I looked when I was doing my research,
yes.
Everybody has a lobster tree, lobster trap tree.
Right. That's funny.
What I could tell, Cape Porpoise, a lobster trap tree in Connecticut, Maine. Is that? I'm guessing that I probably slaughtered it.
I've never heard of that city.
Yeah. When it comes to celebrating the holidays in Maine, there's nowhere more festive than Kennebuckport. Each December, the seaside town transforms into a holiday wonderland, seemingly straight out of a Hallmark movie. From December 4th through 14th, I guess they have Christmas early there. They stop on the 14th. Yeah. The town rings in the season with a Christmas prelude of annual tradition that now ushers in its 44th year. The festivities span 11 action-packed days, including events for all ages, including the lighting of the lobster trap Christmas tree, candlelight caroling, and even a visit from Santa Claus. Wow, that's where he is. I didn't think he went anywhere else. Okay.
He likes lobster.
Yeah. He trades his standard sleigh upon arrival with a lobster boat. I mean, like, what else?
Of course.
Hotels deck their halls in the holiday finest. Bars and restaurants craft special seasonal menus, and the village shops and holiday markets are the perfect place to cross everyone's guest list.
Have you been to Maine?
No, I have not. But
Okay.
Pictures I've seen in videos, it's absolutely beautiful. And I love it that the entire town gets involved in this.
Mm-hmm.
Like it seems like every shop, every restaurant, every hotel, the streets, everything is themed. Like they say, it's like right out of a Hallmark movie.
Yeah. So we went to Maine last summer on our road trip, and that was our favorite stop. The kids, all of them begged to go back to Maine. I can totally picture this because we were there in July, and how they go all out for Christmas, as they're saying. The whole towns were red, white, and blue. There were flags everywhere. And these little seaside towns were already so picturesque.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can't even imagine what they look like at Christmas. Because like I said, they were completely decorated for the 4th of July. These houses are just adorable. The little towns, and everybody is so friendly. So I can't even imagine just how cute these little towns are.
Oh, exactly. Like the town I grew up in, it's a lot like Main Street USA type of thing, where it's a small town. It was a village. And during the summer, the population would double or even triple because of all the tourists that come out, and they have cabins and they go fishing and camping and stuff like that. But in the winter, there's nothing. I don't know why that village I grew up in doesn't do something like this. They could easily convert this into a very Christmassy type, and you get the tourists back for the holiday season simply by, like we have like the biggest fireworks in Manitoba in this little village, and the fireworks are incredible that they do there. And I don't know why they don't do something like this in the winter.
Would they want a ton of tourists? Like, would that help them, or would they be annoyed by it?
Well, I mean, the locals would hate it, but the businesses would love it,
Right.
Like the grocery stores would just do incredible. It's a gold mine when you own a grocery store there.
Because that's so easy to market now with all the social media. You just put a few reels out there showing a Hallmark-esque place, and you're done.
Yeah.
Like
they do like midnight madness shopping in the town where all the businesses stay open till midnight for everybody to do their Christmas shopping. They'll have like draws and stuff like that in the village. At least they did when I was living there. I don't know if they still do it. I'm assuming they still do that. But
that sounds cute.
They do put up some Christmas lights and all that, but nothing like a Hallmark would.
Right. Sounds cute. Okay, so the next one on our list is one of the more popular ones, I think, are well known. So that is the Rockefeller Center in New York. So this tree tradition was started in 1933. And what's funny about that is it started with a 20-foot tree. So that's like what I have in my house.
Yeah, exactly.
And this year's tree is 75 feet tall. And I think that's kind of the average that they get for Rockefeller Center.
Mm-hmm.
But it says the tallest trees on record there was 100 feet in 1999 and 2007. The tree remains until January. I don't have an exact date in January, but, so the tree lighting ceremony continues to be one of the world's most famous, which we know because that's the one we see everywhere, and Home Alone and all over, right?
Mm-hmm. The Rockettes are there.
Yes. Yeah. So it's a big deal. I hope to see this someday. Every year I'm like, I'm going to go.
Same here.
And it just doesn't happen. So, the ceremony is free to attend, but it's also broadcasted, unlike the national tree.
You get to watch the drawing of the lottery in the national tree.
Yeah. So as I said, it's 75 feet tall this year, and a Norway spruce. I actually saw the reel of the family who donated it, because every year somebody donates this.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so cool because it was the wife that donated this. She was actually a widow. Her husband passed away a few years ago, and it was his family's tree, and his parents are no longer either, from what I can remember. And so this tree was in their backyard. And so they felt it was, really inspiring to donate this. And I watched the whole reel of how they go and they take it out, and they have to, they kind of thin the branches, and then they go through and fold up the branches. It's just crazy what a big ordeal this is. And then they have the crane, but it's also weird because now their backyard is empty. There's nothing because this tree was huge.
Yep.
But it was so sweet. And then they brought the family to New York to obviously watch the installation of the tree. And it was just very, very sweet. And it's crazy how different the tree looks from having it from their backyard to now in New York, because they actually do a lot of fillers. And what are they putting in there? Are they putting in other live branches, or are they putting in just like faux stuff? I don't know that answer, but it's amazing how different it looks from sparse to completely full and just gorgeous.
Well, even when they first put it up, everybody always takes pictures of it, what it looks like the first day when they put it up. And everyone comments, that's a Charlie Brown tree this year. And
it is.
Yeah, just wait. No, they're going to fill it up yet. And I think it's real branches that they slide in there.
Yeah.
Zip
I don't
tie
know.
or something. I don't know.
It's amazing. And obviously I haven't seen it in person, but it's beautiful. And the amount of lights that they put on that is just, it's almost like that other electric tree. There's so many lights on it. But maybe we'll go next year, Stan.
Yeah, I know. I'm at an impasse right now. Like, I really want to go someplace for Christmas, and I either want to go to Europe and visit these little outdoor markets,
yes.
or I want to go to New York, and I want to go to Rockefeller Center, and I want to see the Rockettes, and I want to,
right.
Go to see I don't know if I want to see the Macy's parade. That sounds insane. But yeah, like between those two are my two top Christmas goals. How about you?
Same. The Christmas markets are at the very top of my bucket list and have been for several years now. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I definitely, and there's a lot of like really cool tour companies too that can like tour you and take you, and I don't know, but
we got to do a river cruise that ends in Paris and go to Disneyland Paris for Christmas, like Christmas time, and when you do those river cruises, you get to go all these little markets.
Yeah,
that's
sounds
the way to do it.
Amazing.
Alrighty. Okay, so moving along, Boston Christmas tree. This is one that I've known about. Are you familiar with this story?
No, not at all.
So every year, the province of Nova Scotia in Canada donates the official tree to Boston, to the city of Boston. And this goes back to 1917,
wow.
this tradition. It happened on December 6, 1917. There were two warships, one of which was carrying a massive amount of explosives, and they collided in Halifax Harbor, causing a devastating explosion, killing nearly 2,000 people and wounding another 9,000.
Oh my gosh.
And left several hundreds injured and homeless. It completely flattened a major part of the city. Boston was the first to respond. They immediately sent medical aid and relief to supplies to Nova Scotia. They sent doctors and all sorts of stuff. They went by train, and they really helped the city of Boston. I think they even took people from Nova Scotia to Boston and opened their homes and all that.
Wow.
So to say thank you, the province of Boston has been giving a beautiful Christmas tree every year to the city. The province gives Boston a beautiful Christmas tree every year. And the tree is typically a white spruce. It's donated by a Nova Scotian family, and it's selected by the province, the government. So this year's tree was 13.7 meters, almost 45 feet. So, it's a decent size.
Yeah.
Also, this is the first year, the mayor of Boston, Michelle Wu, came to Nova Scotia to thank the people and actually took a chainsaw and helped cut down the
that's
tree.
Funny.
Helping assist with the cutting. And she's just a short little thing.
Yeah.
And she came out because she was kind of concerned about the political climate between Canada and U.S. right now. And so
that's smart.
Called the premier of Nova Scotia and said, are we going to be getting a tree this year? And he said, yes, absolutely. But, this is what's happening right now is very temporary compared to the history that goes back to 1917.
Love that. That's so cool. I've never heard this story.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah. Something that I've heard pretty much every year for the last 5-6 years. Because, it's the big news in Canada that Nova Scotia is donating a tree to the city of Boston.
That's really cool. I wonder how they transport it, like on a big truck or...
I would imagine by train or maybe a truck.
Yeah.
It's got to be by truck.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got to be by truck.
That'd be cool to pass on the freeway, just like the one going to Rockefeller Center. I think it'd be really cool to
pass. They drape it with a banner saying City of Boston and all that. They do the same type of thing. Yeah.
I love that. So next up, we're going to London. Trafalgar Square? Trafalgar? I have no idea. So every year since 1947, a Christmas tree has been given to the people of London from the people of Norway. This is so cool. These countries working together in gratitude for Britain's support during World War II. The tree is normally a Norwegian spruce measuring over 66 feet high and aged about 50, 60 years. Wow. That's the first time we've gotten a age report on these trees.
Yeah.
Just like that one that, that we just talked about for Rockefeller Center. I wonder how old that tree was, The tree lighting is performed by the Lord Mayor of Westminster, the British ambassador to Norway, and the mayor of Oslo. It's decorated in typical Norwegian fashion with vertical strings of lights and energy efficient light bulbs. I like how they have to throw that in there.
Yeah.
Different groups of perform carols in this square alongside this beautiful hand-picked and carefully delivered tree. So that's really cool.
That's a great story, but I gotta say the vertical lights just don't do it for me.
Right. Agreed.
Yeah. And that seems to be, I think it's more of a European thing to hang the lights vertically, rather than going like around the tree or filling the tree.
But I think it's easier that way because in our local mountain town that's like 30 minutes from me, they have some huge trees that they just have in their town square and they're just there all the time and they just throw the vertical lights just because I think it's so much easier because I have no idea how tall these trees are, very tall. So I think it's just easier to decorate them than going around and around and around and carefully placing them.
Yeah. So I thought I'd throw this one in. This is my hometown, Winnipeg, Manitoba, or my home city where I currently live, Winnipeg, Manitoba. So we used to always have traditionally a very large donated tree, kind of like Boston gets or London's getting and all that. It would be a live donated tree every year. But they now use an artificial tree in our city hall. They stopped the tradition in 2019 because we actually had a bad storm that year, an ice storm, and it destroyed our tree in 2019. No. So they switched to a sustainable pre-decorated artificial tree, and it's stored and they assemble it every year. It's kind of similar to the tree that Disney World and Disneyland has. In the where it's big hunks of tree that they reassemble.
When you're telling the story, that's exactly where my mind went.
Yeah. Now this is the part that kills me. So at Magic Kingdom and Walt Disney World, October 31st, after the last guest leaves, they take down all the decorations, the Halloween decorations, and they put up all the Christmas decorations overnight. So the first guest that walks in November 1st gets the tree, right? Right. So the tree in Winnipeg, it stands 50 feet tall, but it takes the city workers a few days to assemble.
Oh gosh! So you have chunks of the tree going up and. So you go by Monday and you have the bottom half. Wednesday, it's halfway done.
Yeah. But I have seen the tree and it's a beautiful tree. It's 50 feet tall, has 64,400 mini lights. It has 640 branches, more than 8,000 decorations, and it includes a mixture of blue, white, and gold ornaments, pine cones, and leaf garland, which is, of course, the city colors, the blue and gold, which is also the colors of the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. It's an absolutely beautiful tree, but it kills me that it takes them 2 days.
Right.
Or some years it takes them 3 days to put this tree up.
We know how the construction goes there, so it doesn't surprise me.
The city of Winnipeg, you got to get your city workers,
So do they? They don't do any tree lighting. They just put it up.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah. There's a tree lighting, and actually, the lights like Portage and Main is like they call it one of the most famous intersections in Canada. Okay. And the lights go all the way down Portage Avenue in the downtown area, across the street, kind of like how Magic Kingdom used to have, and down in the Center Boulevard, they have like lights of Santa and reindeer all lit up, and different angels and on all the lampposts and all. It's actually quite beautiful. What they do in downtown Winnipeg. I mean, I don't go there, but
it just takes them 3 weeks to.
Yeah, even if I go to the Jets game, like the Winnipeg Jets Arena is right near there. Even then, I really don't go down.
Yeah,
like a little bit I do, but yeah. But I used to go to the Royal Winnipeg Bell or the Winnipeg Concert Hall is right across the street from City Hall. I used to have season tickets to the Winnipeg Symphony Orchestra. So I used to see it a lot.
Right.
Back in 2019, 2020. Yeah.
Okay. Now you're over it. Okay, so this next one is titled The Christmas Tree Capital of the World. So Nova Scotia's Lunenburg, that
I think so.
county, is considered the balsam fir Christmas tree capital of the world. Cool, humid winter climate is ideal for growing these firs, which have become the Christmas tree choice in large parts of the North America because of their lush foliage, fragrant aroma, and low needle loss. That's a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Each year, Nova Scotia's Christmas tree growers sell and ship over 350,000 balsam fir trees throughout Canada and the United States. That is crazy.
Yeah, over 250,000. Yeah, every year.
Spreading the characteristic smell of Christmas across the continent. Okay, now I get why it's the Christmas tree capital of the world. Wow. I wonder how many they're replanting for every one of those, because they take a long time to grow, several years. So
I would imagine they would replant just as many.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Where I grew up, there was a Christmas tree farm between my village and the city of Winnipeg. And it was kind of neat because you would see there was a Christmas tree farm. So they would be planting. And so there'd be, as you look, you can see the different heights of the different trees. And then they kind of go backwards, like over the decades. They kind of go up and then they go back, and they, you know what I mean? Like
that's how it was when we just picked out our tree. Like, it was crazy. So there were so many trees that were even larger than the ones that we got. And there would be like a little teeny tiny sprig right next to that one, and then a 2-footer, and then a 15-footer. And they were very sporadic.
It's quite cool.
So
the next one is the city of Chandler, Arizona. This one's kind of interesting. So Arizona, they're not really known for their Boston firs or their Douglas firs and all that, but they got a lot of tumbleweeds.
Yeah, my friend lives there, and she was there for this.
Okay,
a couple days ago. Yeah, and I was laughing so hard.
So they collect tumbleweeds to make their Christmas tree. It's been an annual tradition since 1957, and they're on display at Dr. A.J. Chandler Park. I wonder if that's why the city was named after Dr. Chandler.
Yeah, must be.
The tree is based on a collection of over 1,000 tumbleweeds. It's built in a Christmas tree shape with over a wire frame with 25 gallons of white latex paint and 1,200 LED Christmas lights.
Sounds not dangerous at all, right?
At least it's not lead paint, it's latex paint. Measuring 33 feet tall and 18 feet wide, this tree is then coated with the 25 gallons of fire retardant or 20 gallons of fire retardant and 50 pounds of glitter.
So funny. Yeah.
You know that scene in the live action, the Grinch, where she has that cannon shooting those Christmas lights?
Yes.
That's why I pictured them putting glitter on this thing, just shooting it out of a cannon onto the tree. Well,
what a mess, right? You have a light breeze that comes through and everybody's covered in glitter. 50 pounds of glitter?
Yeah.
Because a little tiny container that will coat your whole house, a little tiny jar, is like, what, 5 grams or something?
It will coat your whole house for 8 years.
I can't even imagine 50 pounds. That is so funny.
So does your friend still have glitter in her lungs? Or
I know. I'll have to ask her. But I don't know. It's probably so stuck to it with the paint and the fire retardant and everything. But
man.
Yeah, so she was posting about it the other day, and I was dying. I'm like, okay, that totally makes sense for Arizona.
Yep.
Several years ago, somebody got famous on eBay because they were selling tumbleweeds on eBay. They were making them into shapes of like snowmen, and he was selling out, and he would do the same thing. He would get tumbleweeds. I think he was in Arizona, and he would lightly paint them white and then make them into snowmen. And people were going crazy over these. I'm like, that's crazy, because here they're just a pain. They'll roll in our yard after a big wind, and we're like, what do we do with all this junk?
But well, now save them for Christmas and make snowmen in your yard. Got to paint them white.
So funny.
I didn't know you could paint tumbleweed.
Yeah, I mean, they're pretty firm. Yeah. I mean,
we don't get them here. We don't get tumbleweed here. So
yeah, they're just a pain. They're a pain. And then when you're driving on the roads and one flies in front of you, you like, do you dodge it or scratch your car?
Okay. I guess that's why they're called a weed.
Yeah. Pretty funny. Okay, so next up we have, I skipped one. Here we go. New Ulm, Minnesota. They're known for their 40-foot upside-down Christmas tree on display at the Herman Monument along Monument Street. So while you're down there, visit downtown. The streets will be lined with real Christmas trees and festive storefronts decorated by local businesses. Have you been here?
No, I haven't. I never even heard of New Ulm, Minnesota until I did this research. I'm not sure if it's northern Minnesota or southern or what. Minnesota's a pretty, decent sized state.
Yeah.
But I kind of want to check it out. I saw the pictures of this one. And yeah, it's you've seen upside down trees, which
how do they hang it?
I think it's like a pole. And it sits on a pole, like type of thing, and the pole goes up.
How do they water it?
I don't think it's a real tree. I think it's an artificial tree.
Oh, okay.
I'm guessing it's an artificial tree.
Okay, that would make sense.
Yeah. Like traditionally, artificial trees, people use them because you can fit more presents under them. When you know what I mean?
I've seen this, and people keep sending it to me. Oh, you should do this. You should do this. I'm like, I don't know, but I've seen them where people hang them, like especially in my entryway, it like goes all the way to second story, and people hang like a bunch of them upside down and then right side up, hang them like they're like lights, and I'm like, oh, that just seems dangerous. Someone's gonna walk in and the screw's gonna fall out. And
yeah, no kidding. Yeah, as much kind of like the vertical lights. I'm not a fan of the vertical lights. I'm also not a fan of the upside down tree.
So me either at all. And I know some people do this for their cats too, because they can hang them up from the ceiling upside down, and then the cats can't. But I'm sure the cats could still jump on them somehow. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of this look either.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of the upside down tree. But I mean, it's unique. It's something cool. You got a 40-foot upside down tree. It's got to be a sight to be seen.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. I'm going to look it up after this.
So the last one we got on our list here comes from Las Vegas, Nevada. The city of lights. The Crystals tree at the Shops at Crystals, located in the heart of the Vegas Strip, features a 55-foot Christmas tree. It boasts over 100,000 twinkling LED lights and is adorned with 5,000, I can never pronounce this word.
I know.
Swarovski crystals, ornaments. So it looks amazing day and night because it reflects. Yeah. I wonder how many drivers this thing blinds when going down.
Well, I can't even imagine how much those ornaments cost because these are the ones that are in the crystal shop in even Disneyland, Disney World, the ones where you see like the castle. And I know I just did a post about it where it was $100,000. I think I asked you, how much do you think this castle is? But those are the same crystals. So they're gorgeous and so sparkly. But
so 5,000 crystals shining in the sunlight. Yeah, that sounds like a bad idea, but it's probably very beautiful.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. I would like to see that too.
So of all these, Rockefeller Center would be your number one bucket list?
Yeah, and I would like to go to Maine too, I think, just to see, not necessarily the lobster trap trees, but just, I mean, I'm sure they're just so cute. But yes, definitely New York for sure.
Yeah. I think Maine would be the most, if you want to put yourself into a Hallmark movie, that would be the place to go. I think you're right. I think the two you could probably knock off this year, though, are LA and Rodeo Drive.
Yeah, I agree. Those would be in the same day. So that'd be pretty easy.
And other than Winnipeg, I guess the closest one for me would be Minnesota. As far as
depends on where, though. Depends on where in Minnesota.
Yeah. I mean, and it is the upside down tree. I don't know if
I was going to say, I don't know if you want to make that drive for the upside down tree, but it says that the whole streets are lined with Christmas trees as well. So maybe
for sure. But anyways, I want to thank you for coming on, Holly. You got your jewelry. How is that selling? Your earrings and
Marvelous on Main Street. We're doing really well. Always something new. Working on some new designs. I'm a little late to the party, but we're finally doing Zootopia.
Okay.
So yeah,
alrighty.
A lot of fun.
Yeah, and I'm going to lift a cup of eggnog. I'm going to say Merry Christmas, Holly, and thank you for coming on.
Yeah, Merry Christmas to you as well.
And to everybody listening, I want to wish you all a very, very, very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Ken and I got some interesting shows over the next for the month of January. Basically, if you're a movie lover, you're going to want to tune into those. And with that, Ken, take us away. And Merry Christmas, Ken.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
If you have a brilliant idea for a future edition of The Solo Show and would like to take your turn in the guest host's chair, then drop us an email at thesoloshow01@gmail.com. Tell us about your idea for a show and we'll contact you about a date and a time for you to join us. If you would just like to keep the conversation going or have a comment about a previous show, then visit us on Facebook at The Solo Show. Don't forget to join us on YouTube, like us and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll never miss a new show. All logos, songs, music, and sounds that are made by and for Disney and its affiliates are owned by the Disney Corporation and are not, nor are they intended to be owned by the Solo Show podcast. We hope you enjoyed the show. Thanks for listening, and bye for now.